Paramashivoham. I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes. I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham.
Yes. So let us now see the manifesting of the extraordinary Shaktis of Paramashiva. So today you will be witnessing the Balasants and the Nithyananda Yogis manifesting various powers, like the powers of body scanning, like the powers of third eye, and sharing with all the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation of the divine powers awakened through us in Diksha. Awakened in us through Diksha. In today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan, you will be witnessing the following powers of third eye, which is the power of seeing the eyes with the eyes blindfolded, and the power of body scanning, where one can scan and reveal all the problems in the body and even reveal the solution and the root cause of it. But before we begin, let us see and learn what are Shaktis. In the Vedagamas, the soul scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest the 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis, and manifesting powers are described as a system, a method, and a science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers and have access to the various states of consciousness. Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are the divine. You need to manifest the divine. Not that you are a man and you need to reach the divine. So let us see a few differences between Shaktis and Siddhis. All of you would have heard the word Siddhis before. Shaktis express from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of the feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the Guru. And they are the source of enlightenment. Siddhis are the powers that manifest from intense tapas or penance or enlightenment. Siddhis are on the path of enlightenment. Shaktis are the source of enlightenment. Shaktis manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way, just with the initiation from the avatar, and they are permanent. Siddhis are not permanent and they may divert you from enlightenment. So who is the source of all these Shaktis? Paramashiva is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality. As the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, or the 5 cosmic acts of Srishti, creation, Sthiti, maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Throbhava, pulling out of delusion, and Anugraha, liberating grace for all living entities. And Paramashiva himself has come down and walks among us in the form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the 108th living incarnation and representation of Paramashiva. and the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. And ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been the cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. And it was where the science of enlightenment was lived and taught as a lifestyle. And for the first time in modern day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is reviving and transmitting this science to the world at a record-breaking, never accomplished before speed. So, all of you can see here the Guru Parampara. So, you can see all of Swamiji's gurus who has grown up and made Swamiji who he is right now. The knowledge and the science of manifesting these Shaktis are passed down from one generation to the next through Diksha by the enlightened gurus. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation at a very young age, was trained and taught to revive these sciences, these initiations and knowledge for billions to manifest the science of power manifestation, of enlightenment and much, much more. And from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya, Yoga, Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, the science of Advaita, Aushadha and Bhakti Yoga, Paramashiva Jnana and Paramashiva Vijnana. So how do we awaken these divine Shaktis in us? Every ultimate truth, Jnana, mapped into your consciousness, Prajna, manifests as a power and a possibility of every being, Prajnana. So let us now see a small video on what is Diksha and what happens when we get the Diksha from the avatar, when we get the initiation from the avatar.
Spiritual energy by an enlightened being through look, word, or touch. The traditional Vedic book Navaratneshwara states, Sarvasamapi Dikshanam.
Yes, looks like we're having some technical glitches. So let's move on to see how the science of power manifestation is authenticated through the four aspects or evidences. So the first is the Shastra Pramana, the eternal unchangeable truths which are revealed in the source scriptures. Next is the Apta Pramana, the experiences and results of Aptas or the authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who have time tested and verified this extraordinary science. Next is the Atma Pramana, or the account of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. And last is the Pratyaksha Pramana, or the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. So let us see where all these source scriptures, where all these references come from. From the Vedagamas. The Vedagamas is a living applied science. Vedas are the ultimate superior authorities for Hindus. Vedas are the pure science, where the ultimate truths are explained. Agamas are the scriptures where the applied science, the applied knowledge is expanded. Vedas and Agamas, the Vedagamas, are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva. They are the eternal unchangeable truths. And any reference cited from these source scriptures is called the Shastra Pramana. So all the references, all the Pramanas, all the evidences that these powers really exist comes from the source scriptures like the Vedas, the Agamas and the Vedagamas. So without further delay, let us get ready to witness a very exciting demonstration of the power of third eye. But before that, let us see the Sakshi Pramana for the power. So the Shastra Pramana comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Kapalantarmanonyasa tishthanmilitalochanaha kramena manasodardhyat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. The translation goes, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind and inner space, through the power of third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshyam, and by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source cause, Paramashiva. Next is the Apta Pramana, the reference from our ancestors, the Aptas, Rishis and scientists who have time tested and verified this extraordinary science. So this Apta Pramana for the power of third eye comes from the time of the Dwapara Yuga, where Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. And in the Hindu Purana of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold his Vishwarupa Darshan, the vision of his cosmic form. And in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna gives his Vishwarupa Darshan, which is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees it through his the cosmic form through his third eye. Natu mam shakyase drashtum manenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashya me yogamaishwaram, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours, therefore I grant the divine third eye, behold my cosmic opulence. Let us now move on to the Atma Pramana, where Swamiji beautifully shares his experience of how he was able to manifest and see the whole 360-degree vision. So in Swamiji's own words, the first experience that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360-degree vision, 10 directions, below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel and experience all of that as me. And last is the Sakshi Pramana, the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. So when they did a study measure, they compared the metabolic cell activity of the brain in the conscious and meditative states using the PET, the positron emission tomography. So you can see when Swamiji is doing daily activities, high activity is measured in the brain where the third eye is located. And when Swamiji is in the deep state of Samadhi, only the third eye region is active and almost 90% of the rest of the brain is at peace. And last is the Sakshi Pramana, the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation happening through the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So a live demonstration of the power of third eye being manifested by the Balasins of the Nithyananda Gurukul. So please stay tuned. We'll be back in a few minutes and you will be witnessing this extraordinary demonstration.
Listen intensely. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Understand the secret of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga-centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. All female bodies, love-centered care, serving every being, will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite and make your Kundalini reach Sahasrara, which is Kailasa, Paramashivoham, Sayujya.
What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa.
I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasa, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world.
All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth.
Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem.
I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you.
We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
Yes. So let us now witness the demonstration of extraordinary Shaktis. So along with me here, I have Manitya Kaladharananda and Manitya Virajananda, who is going to be manifesting this extraordinary power of third eye reading in front of all of you today. So you can see that along with me here, I have an eye band, and in front is a complete opaque sheet, and behind is a thick sponge. You can see under there is no gap between the sponge and the eye band and the opaque sheet. You can see it's completely covered from all sides. There is no possible way of light entering through this eye band. This is actually an ophthalmologist certified eye band, certified and tested by one of the top 10 hospitals of India. And it is actually used for people who have insomnia and who find it really hard to sleep with light. So it is medically and scientifically proven that no light can enter in this eye band, even with the eyes open inside. So this is the eye band I'll be placing on Manitya Virajananda's eyes and Manitya Kaladharananda's eyes. So now I'll be blindfolding them. And you can also see the side view. You can see that there's nobody around Ma Kaladhara and Ma Virija. You can see the side view. I request the side view to be projected. Yes. So you can see that there's nothing around Ma Virija and Ma Kaladhara. And I request both of you to turn to your right and left so you can show that there's no wires. There's no wires hanging from anywhere. It is just them. Yes. So now I'll be placing the eye band, and once again I'm showing it before blindfolding her. Ma Virija, are you comfortable? Yeah. Yes, so Ma Virija is comfortable. You can see that her eyes are completely blindfolded. Now I'll be blindfolding Ma Kaladhara. You can see the eye band before I blindfold her. Yes, Ma Kaladhara, are you comfortable?
Yes, ma'am. Could you just make the eye band? Put the eye band in the middle, ma'am.
Yes. Now are you comfortable?
Yes.
Yes, so you can see from all sides, Ma Kaladhara's and Ma Virija's eyes are completely blindfolded. I request both of you to look to the right, left, up, and down. Yes, so you can see that it is completely blindfolded from all sides. And now I request all of you to post your comments. You can post anything, any of your comments on the live chat, and Ma Virija and Ma Kaladhara will be reading it out live in front of your eyes. I request all of you to start posting your comments. Yes, you can start reading.
The latest comment is from Sri Harsha KOTHAMASU has posted hi, and Eston MONTEIRO has posted OBEISANCE23 HDH Nithyananda and Namaste emoji.
Ismavarija, you can also read.
SPERNATEPTEBUOLO has posted a red color heart emoji. Sri Harsha KOTHAMASU has posted hi to Paul, and Lakshmi Tanspant has posted Nithyananda Paramashivoham, and PGILL has posted an orange color heart emoji and an Om emoji with a purple background.
Yes. Kaladhara, I request you to be a little louder.
Yes. So PGILL has posted an orange color heart emoji and a Om emoji with a purple color as the background and a Namaste emoji. ALIDYSON has posted Nithyanandam. Where are you? And ALITYSON has again posted where's you? And
Benarditi Gold was posted, I love you. Sylvie Ma, yes, love you too. And Radha Chandra Ma has posted Nithyanandam and welcome for this segment of Power Manifestation Ma of Devi Parashakti. And next is posted by Kailasa United Nation Yogis has posted Nithyananda Paramashivam. Okay, so there's like a 3 fairies. Okay, so like the first fairy has the left had half 3 and like maroonish color, like dark red color dress. And second fairy is like a almost a shade of orange, and she has like an orangish hair, like small hair. And the third fairy is the neon green color dress she's wearing, and she also has a shasta. Sita Dari's posters Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Please show me the way to pay all debts and sins. Yes, Miss Ba, we will guide you through the power manifestation process, where you also will be able to find the root of why the manifest wealth. Definitely, right after the Parashakti's Akashic, you'll be reading through power manifestation. At the time, they'll guide you through various powers, where you will also be able to find the root of why wealth is not manifesting in life.
Yes, so that was a really amazing demonstration of the power of third eye by Maniti Virajananda and Maniti Kaladharananda. So now I'll be removing their eye bands. Yes, so you can see Mavirija's eye band is completely intact. And you can see the same from Kaladhara. Yes. So with that, we'll be moving on to the next power, which is the power of body scanning. So I request all of you to start posting your comments and requests if you want a body scanning, and we'll be right back with you for manifesting the extraordinary power, for demonstrating the extraordinary power of body scanning. So please stay tuned. We'll be back after a short break.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes. So let us now see the Shastra Pramana for the power of body scanning. So in this power of body scanning, one awakens the ability to scan illnesses, diseases, medically diagnosed issues, and provide solutions through the awakened third eye. So the Shastra Pramana also comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshmatarani cha tattvani yani nilayam dhyatvante vyajyate para. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principles of the whole body, Swadeha, or of the whole universe, simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause, Paramashiva, and by the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi, Adi Shakti, is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. Next is the Apta Pramana, the reference for the power of body scanning from the life of a Siddha. Periyar was a Siddha and one of the prominent disciples of Agastya. One day, a man suffering from a severe headache comes to Agastya for healing, and Agastya uses the power of body scanning and identifies that the cause of the headache and identifies the root cause of the headache. He reveals that there is a small tere, a type of frog, sitting in the person's brain, and Agastya immediately instructs Periyar, his disciple, to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. After the surgery is completed successfully, the person is healed and completely cured of the headache, thus gaining the name Periyar. Next is the Atma Pramana, the accounts from the life of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who time-tested and authenticated this science. And on the 22nd of December 2019, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, revealed how he uses the power of body scanning. Paraphrasing his words, "Only when I had a multiple compound fracture was I forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. And at that time, they detected heavy metal quantity in different organs of mine, and it was revealed that I had been poisoned without my knowledge. I immediately used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning. Through body scanning, I found out what the problems and imbalances had happened and where the balance had to be done. And I used allopathy as a second opinion just to verify my findings." All these avatars, all these incarnations, their life just manifests as a leela, as a divine play. Although the avatar takes a human form, although all these incarnations take a human form, they are beyond all the suffering and pain. Next is Sakshi Pramana. You can see the experiences and results of the extraordinary power of body scanning being manifested through so many disciples all across the globe, all the initiated disciples. And now you will be witnessing the live demonstration of the power of body scanning being manifested by the Balasins and the Nithyananda Yogis of Kailasa. So I request all of you to stay tuned and start posting your comments and requests for a body scanning. We'll be back with the Balasins and the Nithyananda Yogis, and you will be getting a body scanning for you.
Listen intensely. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space.
Yes. So let us now witness the extraordinary demonstration of the power of body scanning. So along with me here, I have Manitya Brahmayogananda, Manitya Jayeshananda, Ma Soni, Manitya Vijayeshananda, Manitya Mahavidyananda, and myself who will be doing the body scanning for all of you today. So I can see so many people have posted for a body scanning. Ma Sita Dhari has requested for a body scanning. So Manitya Brahmayogananda, you can do the body scanning for Ma Sita. And Ma Lakshmi Dutt Pant has requested for a body scanning for her mother, and she has told that she has given permission. So Ma Jesha, you can do the body scanning for Ma Lakshmi Dutt Pant's mother, whose name is Rukmini Ma. And Ma Indira has requested for a body scanning. So Ma Soni, you can do the body scanning for Ma Indira. And Ma Saralananda has also requested for a body scanning and has specifically told that my body often hurts and my teeth too. So Ma Vijesha, you can do the body scanning for Ma Saralananda. And Manitya Mahavidyananda, you can do the body scanning for Ma Radha Chandra. So I request all of you to stay tuned as all the Balasins and the Nithyananda Yogis are scanning your body and will be revealing as soon as Paramashiva has revealed.
Yes, so I did the body scanning for Ma Sita Dhari, and what Paramashiva revealed to me is that you have right now you have 2 small kidney stones in your kidney, and if you don't start cleaning your stomach, it will actually increase. And Paramashiva also revealed that you have a lot of mucus in your body, which is even resulting in sinus. You get sinus really often, your head also hurts. So Paramashiva revealed that the solution for sinuses, you should have a lot of gongura leaves. It can be in any form, but you should have a lot of gongura leaves. And also for your kidney stones, you should start taking castor oil every day and haritaki after every meal. If you do these 2 for a week, then you'll see that it will heal for you.
Yes. So Ma Sita Dhari, this is a body scanning for you. I request you to get back in the chat section, in the chats, whether you were able to relate with what Ma Brahma Yoga has revealed or no. Yes, Ma Jesha, you can also go ahead.
Yes, I did the body scanning for Ma Lakshmi, that one's mother, Ma Rukmini. So what Paramashiva revealed to my third eye is that Ma Rukmini has severe knee pain and back pain. She really struggles with walking for a longer time and sitting in a position because her back really gives out. And the solution for that is she'll have to take in a lot of protein and calcium-rich foods and protein-rich foods. Along with that, she can start taking supplements just for protein and for calcium. This will really strengthen her bones and her muscles. Another thing the Paramashiva revealed is that she has a layer of bile in her stomach that makes her feel like puking always. She feels the urge to vomit often because of this bile in the stomach. There is more acidity there in the stomach, and for that Paramashiva revealed she'll have to take in a lot of water to neutralize that, and at the same time she'll have to take castor oil in the morning to flush that bile or the extra acidity that is there in the stomach out. And Ma Rukmini also doesn't have a proper body posture. It's not erect. That is because she is not sitting in a position where she can keep a head, neck, spine in a straight line. She sits in a very odd position where if you see her whole body is not straight. So for that, Paramashiva revealed that she'll have to sit in Sukhasana with the head, neck, spine in a straight line for a good 10 minutes constantly. Constantly, she'll have to sit for 10 minutes without moving to a different posture. She'll have to sit properly in that Sukhasana with the head, neck, spine in a straight line. So this is what Paramashiva revealed.
Yes, so Ma Lakshmi Dutt Pant, this is a scanning for your mother, Ma Rukmini Devi. So I request you to get back and share with us whether you were able to relate with what Paramashiva has revealed. Yes, Ma Soni, you can also go ahead.
Nithyanandam, I did the body scanning for Ma Indira VK, and Paramashiva revealed that now you have ulcers in your mouth and you have dark brown color patches in your back, And for ulcers, Paramashiva revealed the solution as you should drink 6 liters of water in a day. And for brown color patches, Paramashiva revealed that apply castor oil in your back. It will get healed in a week.
Okay, so Ma Indira VK, this is for you. I request you to get back. Yes. So Ma Sita Dhari, I request you to share whether you're able to relate with what Ma Brahma Yoga has revealed. Okay, yes. Ma Vidisha, you can also go ahead.
Nithyanandam, so I did the scan for Ma Sarla. So what Paramashiva revealed regarding the body is, number one, Paramashiva very clearly revealed that the joints are very stiff, especially after a good night's sleep. When you wake up in the morning, there's a lot of stiffness in the joints. And it's almost as if the bones are not getting what they need. So there is, what Paramashiva revealed as a solution is to add warm castor oil with vitamin E oil and at least 3 times a week to apply it all over the body and massage it very, very nicely, massage it all over, especially in the joint area, the neck and the lower legs. So all these areas have to be concentrated on and the oil has to be nicely massaged. Number 2, also consumption of warm water during the day with a little bit of mint leaves in it. That also will help with the body not to hurt. And as for the teeth, Paramashiva revealed to use haritaki and salt. Mix it in a little quantity and apply it all over the teeth and the gums region. I'm seeing the Paramashiva revealed. The gums are very, very weak. So to apply the mixture all over your mouth and letting it sit for a couple of minutes. And also to have warm water right after giving a 10-minute break. So after that, you actually come out of this teeth ache and the body ache. And this is what
Yes. So, yes, that was the scanning for Ma Saralananda. So I request Ma Sarala, I request you to get back in the chat section. And Ma Brahma Yoga, you can do the scanning for Ma Katharina Plaza. She has requested for a body scanning. And Karthik Rajputaya has requested Vidhi Rajput, my uncle's daughter, wants a body scanning. Please scan her. So Ma Jesha, you can do the scanning for Vidhi Rajput. And Edson Monterio has requested for a body scanning and specifically has requested, please scan my brain. I have been forgetting things. So Ma Soni, you can do the body scanning for Edson Monterio. Ma Sumi Murali has also requested for a body scanning and specifically has requested for a scan for her eyes. So Ma Vidisha, you can do the body scanning for Ma Sumi Murali. And Shiva has posted, Namaste, can I have a body scanning for my friend Terence? He gave me the permission to ask. Thank you. So Ma Mahavidya, you can do the scanning for Terence Aya. Yes. And Shiva Aya, I request you to post your legal name and request you to confirm your legal name.
Yes, so first let me also reply to Ma Radha. Ma Radha Chandra, this is a body scan for you, Ma. So very clearly Paramashiva is revealing your overall health is good, immunity is also building. Also while Mahavidya was scanning, Paramashiva is showing your body structure. So I hope you're watching us now. What Paramashiva is showing is as you walk, so just watch my shoulders, as you walk your shoulders are bent and that is causing a lower back pain in you. So please immediately just stretch your shoulders out. That will heal your pain. It will straighten your spine and heal your lower back pain. So just keep your shoulders straight back. It will heal your pain. That is number 1. Number 2, Ma, you've recently changed the footwear that you wear. So instead of normal slippers, you're wearing those flip-ons where the whole foot goes in and then it's like a cap on top and then the flip on the bottom. So these flip-ons, what it's making you do is you're walking, as you walk, you're sliding. You're not raising your feet. It's not going in the, what is normally the way to walk. So as you walk, your feet are gliding and sliding on the floor, which is also putting unnecessary pressure on your lower back. Please immediately change your footwear. And that's it, Ma. That's all, these 2 solutions, and you will be immediately healed of any back unrest in your back area, lower back area, that's happening for you. So this is a scan for Ma Radha Chandra.
Yes, so Ma Radha Chandra, this is a scanning for you. I request you to get back and share whether you were able to relate with what Paramashiva has revealed. Okay, so Lakshmi Dutt Pant has gotten back telling, thank you, Ma. She is suffering from such pain as what you have seen in the body scanning. Yes, so just tell her to follow the solution which Paramashiva has given and she will completely be healed, Ma. Yes, anyone is ready? You can go ahead.
Yes, so I did the body scanning for Katerina Plaza, and now what Paramashiva revealed to me is that you don't really have any problems. The only thing is your waist hurts and your lower back hurts a lot, and that is because of the position you are sitting throughout the day and the position which you are sleeping in the night time. So in the night time you should only sleep. Paramashiva revealed that you should for a few days just sleep on the left side of your, like turn to the left and sleep, and when you're sitting throughout the day, sit straight and try sitting on the ground as much as you can, and this your waist and back pain will heal. And here Paramashiva also revealed that other than this you don't have any problem.
Yes, so Ma Katerina Plaza, I request you to get back and share with us whether you were able to relate with what Paramashiva has revealed. Yes, Ajesha, you can also go ahead.
Yes, so I did the scanning for Karthik Rajput's Aya, his uncle's daughter, Vidhi Rajput. So what Paramashiva revealed through my third eye is that what Ma is going through is she's been experiencing teeth pain, especially the last ones, and she's been experiencing even bleeding gums, and that's because of the deficiency of vitamin C. She'll have to take in a lot of foods rich in vitamin C, and this will really stop, including the teeth pain or teeth ache that she's going through. And another thing is that Ma Vidhi has almost like a flat feet. So hence, when she stands for a longer period of time, her the whole pressure goes down to her feet and starts hurting. So what Paramashiva revealed is that she can actually soak her feet in warm hot water for a good 10 minutes, and after that she can apply castor oil on the soles and her complete feet, and she can in the night she can do this and she can go to sleep. This will really reduce the pain also.
Yes, so Karthik Raj.
Sorry, and apart from that, Ma Vidhi is not going through anything. These are only two things Paramashiva revealed.
Okay, so Karthik Rajputaya, this was a scanning for your uncle's daughter. I request you to get back and share with us whether you were able to relate with what Paramashiva has revealed. And Ma Oma Dhari has requested for a repeat of the remedies which was told for her. So Ma Brahmayoga, I request you to repeat the solution.
Yes, so Paramashiva revealed that Ma for your kidney stones, you should take castor oil every day and haritaki after every meal. And for the sinus you're having, you should have as much of gongura leaves as you can.
Okay, and Ma Indra VK has also requested for a repeat. So once Ma Soni is done scanning Edson Monterio, she will repeat it. She will repeat the scanning again, Ma. And Ma Catherine Plaza has gotten back telling, thank you, Ma. I've been having back pain and the body scanning is really helpful. Yes. So just follow what Paramashiva revealed and you will be completely healed.
So Nithyanandam, this is a scan for Terence, which is requested by Shivaya and his friend, I believe. So very clearly, immediately, please, Shivaya, if you're listening to us, please tell your friend his health is deteriorating actually, and he needs to add neem to his diet. And Paramashiva is showing very clearly that he enjoys reading the newspaper. So that newspaper has to be kept far away, please. And stop rubbing the eyes so much. The eyeglasses are not helping actually. And he needs to really, really add neem, spiritual routine to his whole day's schedule. Little more yoga and immediately start
Yes. Sorry for the technical glitch. Yes, Ma Mahavidya, you can continue.
Nithyananda, we really apologize for the technical glitch here. So again, repeating the scan for Terence, which is a request from Shivaya. Aya, please tell your friend that his health is deteriorating and he needs to immediately add neem and spiritual routine to his schedule and diet, and to stop rubbing his eyes so much and keep the newspaper away as he sits.
Yes. So this is a scanning for Terence Aya. So Shiva Aya, I request you to get back and confirm whether you are able to relate to what Paramashiva has revealed. And Ma Soni, you can also go ahead. And I also request you to repeat Ma Indira VK's body scanning. She has told she was not able to hear it clearly.
I did the body scanning for Epson Aya, and Paramashiva repeated that you don't have any brain problem. It's just too much worries, that's why your head hurts sometimes. And Paramashiva revealed that you have your joint and your elbow hurts. And for that, Paramashiva revealed solution as you can apply warm castor oil to your joints and your elbows.
Okay, so Ma Indira VK, Paramashiva has revealed that your joints, your elbows, sorry, Edson Monteria, yeah. Paramashiva has revealed her.
He doesn't have any brain problem. It's just your head hurts and it's due to too much worries.
Okay, so Paramashiva has also revealed you don't have any brain problem or anything. It is just you just have headache and it is because of too much of worries. So this is for Edson Monterio Aya. And what were you able to? What did you scan for Ma Indira VK?
Yes, so Ma for Ma Indira VK, Paramashiva revealed that Ma, you have ulcers in your mouth and you have brown patches in your back. And for that, Paramashiva revealed the solution as you should drink 6 liters of water in a day and apply castor oil in your back. It will heal in a 1 week.
Okay, so Karthik Rajputaya Indra VK, Ma, I request you to get back and share whether you were able to hear us and relate. And Karthik Rajputaya has gotten back telling, yes, she has flat feet. I'll tell her the solution which you gave. Thank you. Yes, Sayed, just follow the solution and Paramashiva will completely heal her.
I'm ready for the scan to Ma Sumi Murali.
Yes. So you can go ahead and I request you to be a little loud.
Yes. Nithyananda Ma, what Paramashiva reveals regarding your eyes as well as your BP is, number one, with your eyes, there's so much redness in the eye, especially in the morning time, and there's too much pressure that is being put in the iris area. So this is due to watching of excessive TV and straining of the eye more than what it is able to take as of now. So what Paramashiva reveals is every 4 to 5 hours to place a wet cloth in your eye, on your eye, and every night before you sleep, you just apply a bit of castor oil and keep wet cloth on top of that. And number 2, to stay away from the use of from the device for some time. So that means a little less TV, a little less of watching the computer or the phone, and spend a little bit more time outside to get a little bit of vitamin D. And regarding your BP, Paramashiva revealed that it is actually high time to get your BP in control. So Paramashiva very clearly showed that you should really stop with, reduce at least, as of now, reduce the intake of rice as well as of any oily items to completely stop that and stick with more of spinach and beetroot. And this is what Paramashiva revealed for your BP as well as for your eyes. Thank you.
Yes, so Masumi Murali, this is a scanning for you. And yes, Edson Monterio Aya has requested for a repeat. Aya, Paramashiva has revealed that you don't have any brain problem. It is just you too much of worries. Yes, you have headache because of too much of worries. Yes. So, is anyone else left? All of you are done with your scanning? Yes. So now we would like to conclude this power manifestation segment. I thank all of you for joining us, and due to the interest of time, I can see so many comments, but due to the interest of time, we have to end this power manifestation segment. But you can surely join back with us at 2 o'clock AM IST and 4 PM IST, and you will be getting this body scanning. And with this, we would like to conclude this power manifestation segment, please stay tuned for the upcoming segments. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Welcome back, dear viewers.
Nithyananda.
Yes, so we had an amazing, beautiful power manifestation demonstration by the Nithyananda yogis and the Balasans of Nithyananda Gurukul. So now let us move to the next segment of understanding more about the divine feminine consciousness. Yes. So let us invoke Parashakti, Devi Parashakti, by chanting the Lalita Sahasranam. Sinduraruna Vigraham Trinayana Manikya Mauli Spurat Taranayaka Shekaram Smitamuki Mapina Vakshoruham Panibhyamalipurna Ratna Chasakam Raktotphalam Bibhratim Saumyam Ratna Gatastha Rakta Charanam Dhyayet Paramambikam. The Divine Mother is to be meditated upon as shining in a vermilion red body with triple eyes, sporting a crown of rubies studded with crescent moon, a face all smiles, a splendid bust, one hand holding a jewel cup brimming with med and the other twirling a red lotus. We also have the next Dhyana Sloka which says, Arunam Karuna Tarangitakshim Dhrita Pashangusha Pushpa Bhana Chapa Animadi Viravrutham Mayukai Rahamityeva Vibhavaye Bhavanim. I meditate on the great Empress. She is red in color and her eyes are full of compassion and holds the noose, the goad, the bow and the flowery arrow in her hands. She is surrounded on all sides by powers like anima or race, and she is the self within me. Yes. So Devi, the ultimate, the pure, the feminine consciousness, Parashakti, is the cosmic mother. So it is her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes comes out and goes in. So she is the source where the Big Bang and black hole goes on. Parashakti is the source Shakti, the source energy, the source power from which all of us came and in which all of us are even now, in which all of us are literally going to merge. So out of her extreme love and compassion, Parashakti herself is manifesting through the embodied form as the Nija Avatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. So, gracing us, who is answering all our questions, attending to our prayers, giving us wounds, who is literally healing us, revealing our past, our present, our future, who is delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. So in the words of Parashakti during the Akashic reading revelation on the 12th of May 2021, Bhagavan himself has revealed, raising as Omkara, expressing as Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Hrimkara, filled as Parashodashi, living in 40 triangles. The Kailasa Swami, who is in Kailasa, Sri Pura Chintamani, Parashodashi, sitting as part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Paramashakti, Manonmani, Meenakshi. As Nithyananda, I took the Nija Avatara here. Everyone to bestow all the goodness. Hiranya Garbha Swarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandra Mauli, Rapala, Aparna Uma Parvati, Savitri, Navayavana, Samraja Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodashi, Meenakshi. Taking the form of Nithyananda, I came here as Nija Avatara. With great compassion, I am blessing, listen people, to do good to all of you. I took the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nija Avatara. So this is exactly Parashakti herself during the Akashic reading. She reveals about her own self. And this is one more revelation on the 30th of April 2021 where Parashakti says, rising in Omkara, blossoming as Shiva, Shiva manifesting as source of existence, powers of existence, expression of existence. From the oneness of Om, blossoming into two as Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming as three Shaktis, the Icha Shakti, the Kriya Shakti, the Jnana Shakti, growing as four Vedas, expanding as five Panchabhutas, beyond the six chakras, filled as Gotras of seven Rishis, expanding as 8 directions, existing as 9 Grahas, blossoming as 10 Indriyas, being as 11 Rudras, creating all the worlds, bringing life to tell and make the truth blossom, and to do good, Parashodasi, Meenakshi. In the form of Nithyananda, I came to bless every one of you. Yes. So now let us understand how to receive Parashakti. So literally you are seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti at that moment. So literally you are having the darshan and she is there right in front of your screen. So always let us receive her very traditional. So this traditional way of receiving her, that is called as the tambulam, where you keep 2 betel leaf, 1 banana, 1 betel nut and 1 coin in front of the screen and have the darshan of Parashakti. So this is called as the coin is called as traditional dakshina. So in Hindu tradition, it can be of any lowest value. It can be 1 paise in Indian rupee and it can be even 1 cent in dollars. So Bhagavan beautifully says, even if you collect all these coins for 100 days, only it will become $1. So such a beautiful way of receiving Devi Parashakti by offering this tambulam. When you see her, literally, when you have her darshan in front of the screen, so you can offer it to Devi Parashakti and have that feeling connection increasing every day when you wait for her with the tambulam right in your hands. So once the darshan is over, you can do namaskar and you can have the prasad. You can distribute the prasad. You can have the betel leaf, nut, the banana and take the prasad. And you can collect all the coins, the dakshina which you had offered and you can send it to the Los Angeles temple. So what is the significance of this tambulam? So literally when you actually receive Parashakti with this betel leaf, the nut, the banana and everything. So you will see literally you will feel that she is there right in the front of the screen. And definitely you will not take her for granted. Sometimes the mind says, and it starts oscillating and starts taking for granted. So that doesn't happen because this ritual, it breaks your monotonous, your unconscious mentality which you carry. And the light stand, it continuously reminds you and it raises you to the powerful cognition again and again. And it helps you and gives you that feeling connection with Parashakti again and again. So it will literally break the unconscious behavior which our mind is continuously telling us, and it will really connect us deeper and deeper to Parashakti. So here is the setup of tambulam. So you need to set up your plate, a small plate with 2 betel leaves, 1 banana, 1 betel nut and 1 coin. So this is how traditionally you can receive Devi Parashakti during the darshan. Yes. So now let's move on to the next segment. So you can take a few minutes to keep this setup ready, and we'll be moving on to the next segment of understanding what is Akashic reading. More and more about what are Akashic revelations. Yes, so we'll be right back after a short break.
The secret of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. All female bodies, love-centered care, serving every being will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite and make your Kundalini reach Sahasrara, which is Kailasa, Paramashivoham, Sayujya.
So welcome back. So we'll be moving on to the next segment of this program. What are Akashic records? So many of you are new to this program, watching this program for the first time. Let us understand what are Akashic records. So Akashic records are the records which are created in space. So whatever has happened in time is already recorded there as a file. So nothing can be destroyed. So understand, none of your actions, none of your thoughts, none of your plans, none of your emotions, your words, nothing can be destroyed. So Akashic records are the cosmic archives of everything happened, happening, and will happen. So let us understand more about the definition of Akashic records. So they are the verbal, the visual, and the 5-dimensional document. So whatever is happening is continuously getting recorded in the cosmos. So all the information you collected from all your words is in your DNA. So you can access some of the records just to understand and not to waste the time doing the same actions again and again. So if you access few of the Akashic records, you'll understand. You will not waste time doing the same thing again and again. Yes. So as said and understood, this Akashic record is not a prediction. So it is reading from the cosmic archives. So there is no such thing as the past, present and future, and beyond space. Creation and destruction happen simultaneously. So in the dimension of time starts the past, the present and future. But in Akashic records, if you take, there is no past, present and future. So whatever has happened, whatever is happening and whatever is yet to happen is clearly already recorded. Yes. So in Swamiji's own words, he says, nobody has a right on these readings. Nobody has a right to manipulate these readings. Nobody has a right to interpret and comment on these readings. So they are complete unto themselves. So for anyone to live in tune with the cosmos, the Jivan Mukti, the living enlightenment, it does not need any special practice other than just listening to these great readings again and again and again. So when you listen to these great readings, naturally, your negative logic is deeply penetrated, it is broken, and the great truths, it literally settle in your inner space and they make you live Jivan. They literally make you live enlightenment. So that is what happens when you again and again listen to these great Akashic readings. Yes. So only an avatar can decode the Akashic reading. So as an avatar of Paramashiva himself, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has graced the humanity with the blessings and darshan in the form of Devi Parashakti, revealing answers to all your questions or whatever questions you're asking, to the yearning of seekers as solutions, as breakthroughs, and liberating the humanity from pain, from suffering, and literally whatever you're asking for and yearning for, she is completely removing your pain and suffering. So we need to understand. So when the Akashic reading session is happening, literally, whatever Parashakti is revealing is not just an answer to your question, but it is a karmic breakthrough, literally, for the person who is receiving the Akashic reading. So that is the most important point we need to understand. So now let us move on to the scriptural reference to manifest the power of Akashic reading. So from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Dharana 61 and Sutra 84, let us chant the verse. Akasham vimalam pashyan kritva drishtim nirantaram shabdhatma takshana devi bhairavam vapurapnuyat. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, looking at the spotless infinite etheric space, Akasha, beyond the sky and clouds, one should fix one's gaze from the third eye without blinking continuously and make the body an inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and powers of the infinite space, Bhairava. So next, we have the Apta Pramana, the reference from the scriptures, the Mahabharata. So in the Hindu Purana, Mahabharata, it narrates the story of the sage Maitreya, who reveals the secrets of Vidura and the story of his birth in the human form and why he is suffering, all the reasons for his suffering. So the sage Maitreya, he accessed the Akashic records and he told Vidura that he was not an ordinary man, but was in fact an incarnation of the Lord of Death, the Yamaraja himself. So he was to play the part of a so-called Sudra for at least 100 years, just because of the curse of one of the Munis, the Manduka Muni. So this was the revelation for the Vidura in Mahabharata. So the next is benefits. So if you see, all your karmas, whatever you have collected in all your births is actually recorded in your DNA. So you can access some of them to understand why is the way your life is happening and not to waste your time doing the same actions again and again. So when you access the DNA code, reading the Akashic records, how is this going to be beneficial to you? So literally it will be useful for you to be liberated from your default future. So whatever you're thinking as, yes, this is only going to happen in the near future. So that thought current, so you'll be liberated from that unconscious thought current and bringing an end to binding cognitions and leading you from binding cognitions to liberating cognitions, and known and unknown sufferings, having an end to known and unknown sufferings, leading you to experience the ultimate, the Paramashivoham. Yes. So if you see, all the initiated disciples, the Balasans, will be able to read and view the Akashic records, but only an incarnation can alter, upgrade and change the Akashic records. So during the Darshan and Diksha, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism literally blesses and upgrades the Akashic records as per the prayer of the devotee. So literally, even if you think your future is going to be this, literally here is the avatar who is going to alter, change and upgrade your future as how you want. So what can you ask in an Akashic reading? So many of you will have this doubt. So what questions can I ask Parashakti? Can I ask this kind of question? Can I ask that question? So the most accurate and unbiased answer to any question about your life, about your destiny, about the purpose of your life, or any everyday part of your life. So you can be healed of any physical and emotional problem. So you can ask for healing for any of your, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic time, you can actually receive healing for prevention and protection, and also for healing. So you can understand the reasons behind the happenings of your life. You can literally receive blessings to fulfill your right desires and get clarity to redesign your future. So this is where whatever you want to ask Parashakti, so regarding your health, your mental health, or your job, your career, so why is something is happening in your life, the reason behind that, what is your destiny, what is the purpose of your life, so whatever clarity you need, you can ask Parashakti. Yes, so with that, now let us get ready to receive Parashakti. So you can also post your questions when the live Akashic reading session is happening with Devi Parashakti. So now we will be watching few of the Devi Parashakti's Akashic reading revelations in the near past, the past few days. So whatever Parashakti has revealed to the world, and let us witness and let us watch some of the Akashic readings directly from Parashakti after a short break.
Listen intensely. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Understand the secret of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga-centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. All female bodies, love-centered care serving every being will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite and make your Kundalini reach Sahasrara, which is Kailasa, Paramashivoham, Sayujya.
Yes, Nithyananda everyone, welcome back. So now in this segment, so we will be watching few of the Devi Parashakti's direct revelations to the world. So recently on the 8th of June, Parashakti has revealed how to protect your life during this impending COVID-19 pandemic that is killing the whole world of humanity. So let us listen to her, and followed by that, we will be understanding the translation in English.
மனிதர்கள் எல்லோரும் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள், இந்த பிரளயத்தின் பெருங்கொடுமை முடியும் வரை உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ளுவதே உங்களுக்கு முதல் தேவை. பணமோ பொருளோ முக்தியோ கூட அடுத்ததே. முதல் தேவை உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ளல். உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். சாதனைகள் செய்து சங்கடங்கள் கடந்து முக்தி அடையலாம். மனிதர்கள் எல்லோரும்
Yes. So what exactly Parashakti has revealed in this segment is, humans, all of you understand, protecting your life is the first need till this huge suffering of Pralaya is over. Money or wealth, even mukti comes next. Saving your life is the first need. So save your life. You can do sadhana. You can go beyond sufferings and attain liberation. So this is what exactly Parashakti had revealed. And we can also watch one more video clip where Parashakti is revealing the secrets of the universe.
Listen intensely. I will reveal the secret of the universe and its expansion. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashivoham, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Now, too many souls from the cosmos is landing into this Bhumandala to be part of Kailasa and to manifest Kailasa. That is the reason the rate of expansion of the universe has been accelerated. An intense ecosystem for great enlightened beings and incarnations to land is being manifested by me through my Nijavatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa. All the blessed fortunate beings will be attracted to Kailasa and experience liberation. Kailasa is the space where Sanatana Hindu Dharma, cosmic science is nationalism. This cosmic law is the country law. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is nationalism. These cosmic truths will be the truths of the country, society, ecosystem. Society, country, judiciary, ecosystem, all this of Kailasa will be aligned to the cosmic law, the cosmic energy, universal existential truth. Because Kailasa, cosmic ecosystem is manifesting, expansion of the universe has been accelerated. Universe is celebrating the happening of my Nijavatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa.
Yes. So let us understand what Parashakti has revealed. So she has said, listen intensely. I will reveal the secret of the universe and its expansion. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge and desire. But ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation. Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this Karma Bhumi, the Bhu Mandala. So this Bhu Mandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, the Hindu, the Jnana, the Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment quickly, easily, in accelerated speed and space. Now, too many souls from the cosmos is landing into this Bhu Mandala to be a part of the Kailasa and to manifest Kailasa. That is the reason the rate of expansion of universe has been accelerated. An intense ecosystem for the great enlightened beings and incarnations to land is being manifested by me through my Nija Avatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa. All the blessed fortunate beings will be attracted to Kailasa and experience liberation. So she says, Kailasa is the space where Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the cosmic science, is nationalism. This cosmic law is the country law. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is the nationalism. This cosmic truths will be truths of the country, society, ecosystem. So society, the country, the judiciary ecosystem, all these of Kailasa will be aligned to the cosmic law, cosmic energy, the universal existential truth. Because Kailasa cosmic ecosystem is manifesting, the expansion of the universe has been accelerated. So universe is celebrating the happening of my Nija Avatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa. We'll also listen to one more revelation by Parashakti.
முக்திகானந்த நன்றாய் கேட்டுக் கொள்ளுங்கள். புரட்டாசியில் புறப்பட்டு வருகின்றது கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் 3வது அலை. உலகமெங்கும் ஆன்மீக சாதனைகள், கைலாசத்தின் நடவடிக்கைகள், செயல்கள் எல்லாம் கூட உங்களை உயிர்காத்துக் கொள்வதையே முதல் நோக்கமாய் வைத்து அமைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். எல்லோரும் இருந்த இடத்தில் உங்களை உயிர்காத்துக் கொண்டு இவ்வாண்டு முழுவதும் உயிரோடு இருப்பதையே முதல் நோக்கமாய்க் கொண்டு அதற்கேற்றாற்போல் உங்கள் நடவடிக்கை எல்லாவற்றையும் நன்மையோடு அமைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். பாதுகாப்பே முதல் முன்மை. பாதுகாப்பிற்கு முன்மை கொடுத்து, முன்னுரிமையும் கொடுத்து வாழ்ந்திடுங்கள். மதுகரி பிக்ஷையும் ரத யாத்திரையும் அடுத்த ஆண்டு நடத்திக் கொள்ளலாம். உயிரோடு இருப்பதை இந்த ஆண்டு செய்யுங்கள். உயிரோடு இருத்தலே முதல் செயல். உயிரோடு இருத்தலே முதல் செயல். உயிரோடு இருத்தலே உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் இவ்வாண்டு செய்ய வேண்டிய முதல் செயல். முழுமையாய் கேட்டு வாழ்ந்திடுங்கள். முக்திகா.
Yes. So this is the most important revelation that Parashakti has revealed. So she says the third wave of the deadly infection corona is approaching in the Purattasi month between August to September. So all over the world, spiritual practice, work, activities of Kailasa should be done only by keeping the protection of your life as first priority. So she says, all of you protecting your life wherever you are is the first purpose of being alive this year, and align your activities accordingly. Protection is the first priority. So live by giving the first priority to protection. So Madhukari Bhiksha and Radayatra can be done next year and save your life this year. Being alive is the first job. Being alive is the first job for all of you this year. Listen to it completely and live. So this Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, the Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, the multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment quickly, easily in the accelerated speed and space. So now, too many souls from the cosmos is land to be a part of Kailasa and to manifest Kailasa. Yes. So, with that, so we have actually seen few of the Akashic reading revelations directly by Devi Parashakti and also understood translations. So now we'll be moving on to the next segment after a short break.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Priya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan,
Literally, those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home, without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution.
and setting model community. Kailasa, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Peethas all over the world.
All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happen. It's a fundamental truth.
Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem.
I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you.
We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
Yes, welcome back, dear viewers. Yes, so now in this segment, let us understand how can you ask your questions to Devi Parashakti in the social media platforms, in the various social media platforms. Yes. So number one is the YouTube channel. So Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda is the official YouTube channel. So you go to the YouTube and you click on to Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda official channel and become a member of the channel. And once you become a member of the channel, you can post your questions. You can ask your questions in the comment section, which is actually mentioned in the slide. And you can ask your questions to Parashakti. So it can be related to your health or your life purpose, your future, your destiny, and why your life is happening the way it is happening. So all these questions, you can actually post it as a comment in the comment section under the live stream. The next is, how can you ask your questions in the Facebook? So if you are not a member or not followed the Kailasa's SPH JGM Nithyananda Paramashivam page, so go to the Facebook and click on the follow button and start following the page, number one. And once you follow, like and follow the page, then followed by that, you can go to the live stream, which will come here on in the news feed, and you can ask your questions in the comment section in the live stream, under the live stream. So this is one more way where you can connect to Parashakti and ask your questions in the Facebook. The next is becoming a follower of the official Twitter account of Sri Nithyananda. So at Sri Nithyananda. So you can go ahead and follow at Sri Nithyananda on the Twitter. And after that, you can ask your questions in the reply section of the tweet with the hashtag AskTheAvatar. So you can go ahead under the live stream and ask your questions in the reply section of the tweet, Ask the Avatar. The next platform wherein you can connect to Parashakti is you can ask your questions on the Instagram post. So you can go and follow the Sri Nithyananda on the Instagram. So once you follow, here actually it is shown in the slide, once you follow the Sri Nithyananda on Instagram, You can ask your questions in the comment section in the Instagram account. So you can also connect. So these are the various ways that Devi is literally available for all of us with deep compassion. She is providing us this beautiful opportunity to post our questions to her and literally receive her blessings. So you can ask in the YouTube section, you can ask in the Facebook platform, you can ask in the Twitter and the Instagram, and the next platform is in the kailasa.org website. So you can ask your questions on the WhatsApp chat in the kailasa.org website. So if you go to the kailasa.org website, you will be actually guided to this page, and if you'll be guided to the WhatsApp chat, and you can ask your question in WhatsApp chat, which is here. So these are the various ways. You can ask your questions related to health, your destiny, purpose of life. So how to manifest what you want in life. Say, why are you suffering in life? What is the past, and what is the Parashakti, or what is the Devi's revelation for that? So all these questions. So literally you will receive a karmic breakthrough when you ask for blessings and prayers from Devi Parashakti. Yes. So these are the various ways. So if you have not become a member of the YouTube channel, or followed or liked the official Facebook account, or not a member of the Twitter, Instagram, and if you have not visited our kailasa.org website, please go ahead and you can take a few minutes and get ready so that before darshan we can prepare ourselves to ask our questions to Devi Parashakti. Yes. So with that, we'll be moving on to the next segment of how to offer a gratitude to Devi Parashakti. So how to offer a devotion, love at the feet of Devi Parashakti. Yes. So we'll come back after a short break.
Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Everyone, welcome back. Yes. So we'll now be moving on to the next segment of how can we connect to Parashakti. How can you offer your gratitude, your devotion at the feet of Parashakti? So literally, what is the significance of an offering? So an offering has two parts. One is giving, and number two is you receiving. So an offering is giving of a divine gift of pure love, pure devotion and oneness. So the one thing which we need to very clearly understand is only when the divine accepts what one offers, then that offering itself becomes complete. So it is not made out of any fear nor of greed. So when an incarnation lands, when an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela, which is played out only for the purpose of enlightenment. So let us invoke Parashakti and understand furthermore, so why we need to offer and what is the significance of offering to Parashakti. So let us start with the Dhyana Sloka from the Moola Agama of Manonmani Dhyanam. Induni bhaveda karavakni nayanam syat pankajavaraabhaya japakshasarayuktam angahimabhushana vichitravasanam syat tungamakutojvala manonmani swarupam. So the Dhyana Sloka, it beautifully explains about Parashakti, that moon-like face, holding the Vedas, the books on hand, fire in eyes, with lotus flower, gracing and blessing hands, and one hand with japamala, beautifully decorated with jeweled ornaments in wonderful clothes, and shining bing crown. Her name is Manonmani. The next Dhyana sloka is Dhyayed Devim Trinetram Sashini Bhavadanam Vedahastam Dadhanam Savye Padmam Varadama Pare Chabhayam Chakshamalam Divyairabharanair Vibhushitatanum Brahmadi Vipujitam Devimeva Manonmanim Pratidinam Kamarta Datrim Shubham. So this is the Dhyana sloka from the Mula Agama of Manonmani Dhyanam, which beautifully explains that I meditate on Devi with 3 eyes, glowing like a moon, and hold the Veda, lotus, and gracing with blessing and gracing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments. She is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods, and showers auspicious boons for all the actions every day. So let us now understand what is the significance of the divine element gold. So mostly these offerings are offered as gold. So what is the significance of it? So triply born by birth is this gold from the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was hurt. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Appa. Let that triple gold be for your long life. So gold is a divine element. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing and enlightenment. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears and anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity. So this is the beautiful significance of gold because it is present in all the scriptures, the Vedas, the Agamas, the Itihasas, the Puranas. So in all Hindu scriptures, abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and purest metal, which purifies our very being. So in the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold. It was exchanged in gold, and even the ritual feasts were offered in golden bricks. So when one was to be saved from the life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amount of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold. The streets would have huge columns of gold and huge archways made of gold, and horses and cows were dressed in gold. So the Hindu civilization literally thrived on the banks of the rivers of gold, and Indus River was called as the Hiranmaya in Rig Veda, and the river Saraswati was called Hiranyavartani in Atharva Veda. So gold is the supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. So temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years and it lasts forever. So with that, we'll be moving on to the first offering to Devi. So the first offering which you can offer at the feet of Parashakti, offering of your deep love and devotion, is the E-Hundi offering. So the E-Hundi offering, you can offer any amount at the feet of Parashakti as an E-Hundi offering. So the Shastra Pramana, it says, Bhakti Priya Bhakti Gamya Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha Shambhavi Sharada Radhya Sharvani Sharmadayini. So Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion and she removes all the fears. So if you see, if there is any fear in the minds of devotees, Devi is literally sure to remove that fear. And it is stated that Devi is worshipped in autumn. And here it is meant that autumn of our lives, when thoughts turn more and more inwards, the role of the divine is known and understood very clearly. So the need for Devi worship becomes stronger and stronger. So you can offer this E-Hundi, the Kanikai, to Devi Parashakti's feet. at any amount you wish to, and literally your names will be chanted when the puja is offered to Parashakti. The next offering is the Sankalpa chanting. So the chapter 12 verse 34 of Devi Mahatmyam, it explains, Tayaitan mohyate vishvam saiva vishvam prashuyate saya chitta cha vijanam tushtarudhim prayashyat chadhip. The goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess, being prayed without interest in anything, gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in materialistic sense. So offering the conscious resolution, the Sankalpa chanting, it blesses the person, offering with all the fruition of all your desires of whatever you wish to and whatever wishes you are yearning for. So you can offer the Sankalpa chanting at $1 to the feet of Devi Parashakti. The next is the offering of Sahasranama Swarnakasu. So the Lalita Sahasranama verse, it says, Nama Parayana Prita, she who likes the repetition of various names. So this is the offering of 1008 names of Devi Parashakti, and it's a very special and unique archana which is offered to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. So you can offer a gold coin which is inscribed with each of the 1008 names and receive the blessings of Parashakti. So when each of these coins are actually offered, you will see literally all the divine qualities, the Ananta Kalyana Gunas of Parashakti is literally awakened inside of you. So you can offer this Sahasranama Swarnakasu to Devi Parashakti at $75, $151 and $251. The next offering is the offering of the Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a pearl. So the Meenakshi Pancharatnam, it says, Muktahara lasat kirita ruchiram purnendu vaktra prabham shinjannu pura kinkini manidaram padma prabha pasuram sarvabhishta falapradam girisutam vanirama sevitam Meenakshim pranatosmi santatamaham karunya varam nidhim. I bow to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls, and the face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by the goddess Vani and Rama. I remain ever going to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. So you can offer this Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a pearl, to Parashakti and receive the blessings of Parashakti to be showered by all her love and compassion in all your business endeavors. So the Mukta Anguti is available at $251, $501 and $750. The next offering to Parashakti is the Swarna Padma Pushpan, the golden lotus. The Kamikagama, it explains that all the kalasas should be wound around with a suitable thread and covered with a new cloth. So they should be adorned with the lotus flower made of gold. So this lotus flower, so there are hundreds of scriptural references for using the lotus in worshipping Paramashiva. So almost everything in the worship of ultimate. It involves the consecration of deities or meditating on mudras, asanas, whatever. So it involves the lotus flower, the lotus leaf, the lotus pericarp, lotus petal. So lotus itself is a divine flower. So the Shakti of Paramashiva is also called as lotus. The base of Paramashiva Linga is a lotus. So you can offer this golden lotus in any size you wish to, and you can be blessed to awaken the state, space, powers and being of Parashakti in your inner space amidst any kind of an adverse situation that you're facing in your life. The next offering is the offering of the Swarnametti, the golden toe ring. So the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural reference, it beautifully says, Nakhadi diti sanchanna namajjana tamo guna padadvaya prabhajala parakrita saroruha. You whose brightness from the toenails destroy the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who prostrate at your feet. So you can offer this Swarnametti. So literally it is like when you offer this Swarnametti, you're touching the sacred feet of Parashakti, being in the deep space of gratitude and receive her blessings in any difficult aspect of your life. So that is how when you offer the Swarnameti you will feel. So you can offer this Swarnameti at $750. The next is the Swarna Mangtika, the golden hairline jewelry. So Sudha Sarabhi Varshini. So she who makes the nectar flow in all our nerves from the Sahasrara. So she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. So the Mangtika, the hairline jewelry, represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara chakra, which is completely and fully opened. So you can offer this Mangtika, this Varna Mangtika, to Devi Parashakti and receive the blessings of achieving the blissful state of overflowing gratitude and state of complete completion. So you can offer this Varna Mangtika at $750. So the next offering is the offering of Pratyaksha Pada Puja. So the beautiful verse from Saundarya Lahari says that the nails have been sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of celestial beings who always prostrate before thee. The Tamoguna is darkness. In this sloka, tamas is indicative of ignorance in the minds of devotees. And by constantly prostrating before Devi, their ignorance is removed and they attain knowledge. So you can offer this Pratyaksha Pada Puja to Parashakti and also the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the upcoming Guru Purnima, and you can receive his blessings. Literally, whatever you want to manifest as a reality in your life, you can offer this Pratyaksha Pada Puja and experience the breathing space of the avatar. So you can offer this Pratyaksha Pada Puja at $1,008. So along with the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, there is also the Vastra Seva, where you can offer the Vastram, the sacred cloth, to Devi Parashakti and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and receive his blessings. So at $1,008. So all these offerings are available in the link tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. So we have the compilation and the list of all the sevas which you can offer to Parashakti. The e-hundi offering, you can offer it at any amount. The Sankalpa chanting, so offering the conscious resolution at $1. The Devi Sahasranama Kasu, the pure gold coin, so each one with one sacred name of Devi which is inscribed on it, it's $75, $157 or $51. The Mukta Anguti, the pearl finger ring. The Swarna Padma Pushpa, the golden lotus flower. The Swarna Metti, the golden toe ring for the lotus feet of Parashakti. The Swarna Mangtika, the golden hairline jewelry. Pratyaksha Pada Puja and the Vastra Seva. Yes. So you can offer any one of these sevas or all these sevas also to Parashakti by actually clicking onto the link tiny.cc/Devi-offering. So you can make an online payment and offer this seva to Parashakti. And after the payment, you can submit your details for the puja and for your names to be chanted in the link tiny.cc/Sankalpa2020. So we keep this link projected for you to go ahead and offer the sevas to Parashakti. And I will also be guiding you into a walkthrough of how to go to the link and make an online payment to offer any one of these sevas to Parashakti. So now, actually, when you go to the link tiny.cc/offerings/Devi, so you'll be guided to this page, and this has a list of Parashakti, Bhava Samadhi, Darshan donations, and you can choose an option to offer whichever seva you want to offer to Parashakti. So various sevas are listed here. You can offer, for example, you want to offer the Swarna Padma Pushpam, the golden lotus, to Parashakti, which is the $1,800. So you can go ahead and add to the cart. So once you add to the cart, you'll be guided to this page, and you can go down and proceed to checkout. So once you proceed to checkout, you'll be guided to the page which would require all your billing details. So you can actually fill out all the details, your name, your place, your address, and you can place your order after you fill all these details. And once you place your order, your online payment is done, and you will be guided to the further details of the seva. So after you finish doing the payment, the online payment, now you can move on to the next link, the Sankalpa link. So this is the link where your names will be chanted during the puja offered to Parashakti. So you can click on to the next tab over here, and once you move on, you can actually go ahead and fill in the details which are required, and also you can select the Devi Parashakti Bhava Samadhi Darshan over here and go to the next. And once you fill out all the details and submit, your names and your names of your family members will be chanted for the puja to Parashakti. So next is the beautiful offering, where when you go to the live stream in the YouTube, you can offer the e-hundi offering to Parashakti by going and clicking onto the super sticker and the super chat option over here. So when you click onto that, you will be actually guided to some stickers and the super chat option, and it allows you to offer your gratitude to Devi Parashakti in the amount whichever you want to offer to Parashakti. Yes. So these are the various ways where you can make an online payment and offer these sevas to Devi Parashakti. So with that, we come to the end of this segment, and next we'll be moving on to the segment where how Parashakti has literally opened the doors of Kailasa's peak, Adi Kailasa, literally Kailasa across the world as COVID care centers, and providing the multi-layer quarantine in terms of COVID care protection and prevention. So let us quickly move on to the next segment, and we'll come back after a short break.
Listen intensely. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. All female bodies, love-centered care, serving every being will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite and make your Kundalini reach Sahasrara, which is Kailasa, Paramashivoham, Sayujya. You health, we get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness, we can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment science. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are. Because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
The totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa.
Ananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam. Welcome to one and all for this segment on Adi Kailasa, the ship. Let us take a look at what Devi Parashakti has revealed about the Adi Kailasa ship Listen well to my words. For India, I made ship as protection the Nithyananda Navapashana Lingam in Vaidyasarovar. Go to Adi Kailasa. O Indians, listen. All those regretting losing Nithyananda Nijavatara without confusion, without talking just as lip service, go to Adi Kailasa. Crores of people will come there looking for help, Navapashana water feast and medicine to get help and protection and enlightenment. To protect India from the great destruction, I, Parashakti, made this huge ship. Even if captain is not there, ship is there. Why? Devi said what she said. We are seeing in its stark reality, day over day, week over week, month over month. And Corona in India, literally doing the Ghora Tandava. In Bihar, the recent news says 96 doctors lost their lives to COVID-19 during the second wave. India sees the biggest spike in COVID deaths after the state revises the toll. The world's highest single-day toll reported after Bihar state revises figures to account for deaths at home or in private hospitals. The news just shows literally cremation after cremation, burning pyres, burning continuously, and a queue of people waiting for the cremation of their loved ones. And then we have, along with the corona, further infections, post-COVID, and other variants of the coronavirus, the Delta Plus variant, which the health department says may trigger the third COVID-19 wave in Maharashtra. The highly virulent Delta Plus variant of the novel coronavirus could stoke a third wave in Maharashtra, according to a presentation made at a meeting attended by the Chief Minister of Maharashtra on Wednesday. The live updates show 67,000 plus new cases, 2,000 plus deaths in the last 24 hours. This is the recent news as of today. Health experts say India missed early alarm, let deadly coronavirus variant spread. India reports the first case of green fungus infection. This green fungus infection was found in Madhya Pradesh just about 24 hours back, where a 34-year-old COVID-19 survivor was diagnosed with green fungus infection. Yes, we heard black fungus, white fungus, yellow fungus, and now it's a green fungus. And more research, the doctors say, was needed on whether the nature of the green fungus infection in people who have recovered from COVID-19 is different from other patients. The green fungus case reported in Madhya Pradesh, says doctor, is a new worry. And this is possibly the first such reported case in the country. It's the newest infection to join the earlier reported cases of black, white, yellow fungus, even after the AIMS chief warned against creating confusion with fungus colors last month. And why did Devi say just go to Adi Kailasa? Is evident from just this very news where lives are being lost in millions, and yet the people are kept blissfully unaware of it because the media is stifling information, spreading disinformation. Deaths in the range of millions are reported in the range of thousands, when eyewitnesses, even people whom we know, we talk to, say that just the number of death certificates or just the number of cremations happening in the burial grounds is almost 200 to 500 times more than the reported numbers themselves. Every family practically facing a death. So if you want to protect yourself from this deadly corona pandemic and its variants and its different waves and its post-COVID diseases, join the COVID Care Protection Center. Register now through the link below, which is https://kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. Let's take a few minutes to register ourselves onto this link and do as Parashakti ordained.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
If you've registered yourself, let us next move to the segment on contributions of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Today we will be looking into detail into one aspect, one of the 5 major pillars of the Kailasa enlightenment ecosystem, which is Annadan, or free food distribution. Why it is done, how it is done, and how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has himself served food to one and all with his very own hands in so many meditation programs and yatras and in public places where people gather for spiritual gatherings. Let us take a look at the same.
The Annadan is the traditional distribution of free vegetarian organic food for people of all caste, creed, religion, race, gender, and social standing. So Swamiji beautifully has told in 2019, a couple of years before, we will revive the food supply system of Kailasa. Before you get hungry, food will be ready. Continuous Annadan. I am not giving any fantasy. It has already become a reality. And that's what you always observe whenever the participants from the COVID Care Center, whoever came and shared in NTV, always mention about the Annadan, the food service provided by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Always, before you get hungry, food be ready, and continuous Annadan. That has been the practice that Kailasa has been following last 26 years in all the occasions and all the programs so far. The development, economic, social, and medical impact of malnutrition and famine have a critical impact on the individual, familial, community, national, ultimately on the global level. With the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic triggering an alarming spike in food insecurity, the United Nations have been giving warnings of famine of biblical proportions. In 2020 alone, 690 people were estimated to be pushed into food insecurity. So, next to people dying because of this ongoing pandemic, the next big problem the world is facing today is the food insecurity issue. And the access and available to organic food has become the utmost importance because now the world is shifting towards holistic living, towards sustainable development, because now people are understanding it is not money, it is not what we thought is going to empower our life anymore. It is the Sanatana Hindu Dharma and the practices that Hinduism has always empowered. That is the best solution. World is coming in terms with it. And this is what Swamiji has always revived for the last 26 years in various formats through various agencies and organizations. Through Kailasa's Department of Agriculture, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has committed to the distribution of free organic food for everyone, not just from the beginning of his public life, but from his very upbringing itself. You can see early days from 2002. The pictures show the early days of Kailasa's spiritual mission, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is offering Annadan, providing a free organic vegetarian meal on Kartigai Deepam in Tiruvannamalai. And even with a fractured hand in 2013, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is engaged in selfless work day and night, day and night. He has inspired the peacekeepers of the Sovereign Order of Kailasa to engage in this selfless service just by example. You can see even with a fractured hand, he is doing the service selflessly. So that is the inspiration for the peacekeepers for the Sovereign Order of Kailasa to engage themselves in this selfless service. You may wonder, what is this fractured hand about? So in 2011, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had multiple compound fracture with a bone protruding out of the skin. Then on 2013, the two steel implants that were fastened in 2011 were removed as the bones had completely healed. The picture is after the surgery. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism beautifully sharing the food to a small little girl who's affected from the Thane flood relief. So how this, it's such a beautiful picture, how the Kailasa has worked day and night to ensure that people, whoever is affected with the Thane food relief, they are supported with this food. So you can see how the volunteers and the peacekeepers of Kailasa, they are serving food to all these children who are affected with this Thane flood relief. Yes, so in multiple locations, just for this Thane flood relief that happened in 2012, in multiple locations, the peacekeepers of Kailasa were serving Annadan. In 2011, Nithyananda Annalaya inauguration in Tiruvannamalai, India, where you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself serving these sadhus. So Swamiji always led by example. The inspiration and guidance for the entire Sovereign Order of Kailasa gathers inspiration from Swamiji. Every single thing he has done it by himself through his hard work. And this is from 2005, 25th of November, Arogya Yoga Health Workshop. This is from 2007, Nithyananda Spurana Meditation Workshop, where you can see thousands of people sitting and Swamiji personally serving all of them. This is from 2012, Nithyananda Spurana Program Meditation Workshop in Tiruvannamalai. There again, you can see Swamiji himself personally serving all the pilgrims and the Hindus who have visited Tiruvannamalai. This is from 2012 Kartigai Deepam celebrations, where you can see all the peacekeepers of Kailasa serving people. So all such beautiful pictures where you can simply relate the hard work of Swamiji, how he ensured that food insecurity problems are resolved, always upkeeping the ideology that Sanatana Hindu Dharma has always held with, that food should be offered to everybody. This is from 2017, 10th of May, Inner Awakening Meditation Workshop in Tiruvannamalai. This is 10th of April 2017, Kalpataru Meditation Workshop in Tiruvannamalai, where you can see literally thousands of people are gathered just to receive the prasad from the peacekeepers of Kailasa. In 2016, Bandra Bhandara feast served for the respected spiritual leaders and Hindu monks in Adi Kailasa. This is 28th of April, the Kalpataru meditation workshop in Bidadi. This is from 2017, 11th of March, where the peacekeepers of Kailasa serving the participants who have come for Kalpataru meditation program from Arunachala Sarvangapeetham in Tiruvannamalai. This is on 18th of August 2019 from Tiruchungodu Sarvangapeetham, where people are receiving Annadan. Annadan that's distributed during Guru Purnima, the traditional celebration of Guru in Kailasa in Houston. This is a picture from 8th of December 2016 from the Sadashivoham meditation workshop in Adi Kailasa Bidadi, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself serving the participants who came for the meditation workshop. During COVID, amidst of COVID, the Annadan service still continued. 30th of May 2020, this picture is from the Madurai Adinam. Now, let us see. Yes, please go ahead,
I was just going to say that just seeing this picture just triggered a lot of emotions, because what you're going to see in this is going to be something very, very starkly in contrast with what you just saw in the last few slides, which is just a glimpse of what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been doing from the day one of his life. Always stretching his hand to give, give, give. More so when he entered public life in a big way in 2000. From then on, one of the very first services that he did along with spiritual healing is giving free food or Annadan. Just as per our Veda Agamas, as per the Sanatana Hindu Dharma declared, that produce food aplenty and share with one and all. Annam Bhut Purvita. This is what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is embodying in his very actions and inspiring and leading by example the peacekeepers of Kailasa. Contrast this with what the colonial ruler, Mr. Winston Churchill, had to say about food, about India, about India's culture. We'll watch this video to understand this.
Did several things that greatly aggravated the death toll. India was being used extensively for the war effort. Indian resources, Indian soldiers, and Churchill repeatedly refused to acknowledge the fact that the extent to which India was used could lead to famine.
Viceroy to India, Archibald Wavell, called the Bengal famine one of the greatest disasters to have befallen people under British rule, and said the reputational damage was incalculable. During one government discussion about famine relief, Secretary of State for India Leopold Amery recorded Mr. Churchill saying that any aid sent would be insufficient because Indians bred like rabbits.
What I found in researching the Bengal famine was that
sent would be insufficient because Indians bred like rabbits.
Now that was what one saw about what has been done to India, Hindus, Sanatana Hindu Dharma. One can see here, just to give a glimpse of what India has shared, or rather what the ancient gurus, the leaders, the spiritual leaders of India have shared with the world, and what has been given back to India in return. If we just contrast the two, 1943 to 44, just in a span of 2 years, in the man-made famine of Bengal, as per existing records, 3+ million were murdered. The Prime Minister of the world's biggest empire, controlling 1/3 of mankind, claimed that they could not do anything about the people dying of hunger because Hindus bred like rabbits and the famine was their fault. Contrast this with the next thing which happened in 2016 Ujjain, Kumbh Mela. The peacekeepers of Kailasa served organic food to over 3+ million people. Of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, have served more than 1 billion free meals in the past 26 years and are determined to end hunger and poverty in all its forms. Kailasa, with 200 peacekeepers at any given time, can deliver what even one of the biggest countries could not deliver. Kailasa is not driven by war, fear, or greed. It is an enlightenment-based nation, driven only by selfless service, Tyaga. The Veda Agamas, the source of Hindu scriptures, declares, Annam Bahu Kurvita, which means let us produce food in large quantities. Through the widespread distribution and promotion of free, healthy, organic food, Kailasa's global peacekeepers, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, serve such that we may achieve food security, improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture globally. Annadan is a vision to end poverty and hunger in all its forms. And that was a glimpse into just one of the pillars of the 5 pillars of Kailasa, Annadan, or free food, in exact implementation of what the Veda Agamas ordain human beings to do. Now let us look at, for all this incomparable humanitarian services, spiritual services done by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to humanity, what did he receive in return from humanity, or what was the persecution, what it involved, the persecution that was done.
We're going to see the persecution that is involved in the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, how these anti-Hindu elements and anti-Guru Hindu media mafia and groups have attacked Swamiji. Before we move to the next segment, let's have a short break.
I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution.
and setting model community. Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Peethas all over the world.
All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth.
Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem.
I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you.
We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
And welcome back. To see a glimpse of what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had to go through, till yesterday we saw an overview of the persecution done to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Now we will see just one piece of that whole unimaginable amount of torture done to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in 2010, in just the period from March to April, 2 months. During the hearing on another anticipatory bail petition of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, in the false case in which he was framed for the same false accusations, the police lied in the court saying that they had already arrested the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Naturally, the anticipatory bail application became what is called infructuous, meaning redundant, because when the police says that they have arrested, then the court cannot grant what is called an anticipatory bail. But around 2 hours later, with the help of the intelligence department, a different team of police officers entered the house where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was staying in Himachal Pradesh to illegally arrest him. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was taken from Solan in Himachal Pradesh to Bangalore the same night on 21st April 2010 on his way from the airport to the prison. An acid egg, as you can see, which is captured in the picture and the video, was anonymously thrown at the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The newspapers the next day even ridiculed how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was brought in cattle class in the flight, and his seat was at the end of the aircraft next to the toilet. Throughout the journey, the CID police officers used excessive force and degrading treatment, which continued even after the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was imprisoned in the CID office. The police forced him in different ways to give a false confession against himself. 2010 witnessed some multiple assassination attempts on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and different officers actually took turns in torturing and grilling him and continuously lied to convince him to give a false confession. Unable to force a false confession, the police officers ridiculed him and demanded that they receive healing, as they had got tired of grilling him and should also receive professional medical support. This was reported by multiple newspapers to mock the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the Hindu community. Even a High Court judge during a hearing remarked at the police Under the guise of suspicion, how long can you police torture a person? Referring to the Supreme Court of Hinduism. The police torture, narrated to media as grilling by the police, involved bombarding him with multiple powerful lights and loud, shrill noises of tile-cutting machines to inflict extreme physical and mental pain. This was done to psychologically weaken him and make him give a false confession about a crime that never happened and he never committed. The grilling continued throughout the day and late night, where officers took turns actually not allowing him to have even his attorney present, which is a right given to any citizen by law. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was subjected to third-degree torture in various ways, like induced asphyxiation, forced breathing of the asbestos dust to cause mesothelioma, violent damage of the internal organs in the pretext of medical tests, injection of lethal poisons in the blood tests, forced starvation, severe dehydration, sleep deprivation, multiple attempts to assassinate in custody in one way or the other. One should hear what international agencies and international leaders have to say about such kind of torture. The Prime Minister of Israel, Mr. Begin, from 1977 to 1983, the then Prime Minister described his experience of sleep deprivation as a prisoner of the Soviet Union as follows. In the head of the interrogated prisoner, a haze begins to form. His spirit is wearied to death. His legs are unsteady, and he has one sole desire, to sleep. Anyone who has experienced this desire knows that not even hunger and thirst are comparable with it. So this is the extent of the torture. On the first day of illegal custody, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was subjected to the first medical torture by arbitrary medical tests, where witness accounts record that an excessive amount of blood was withdrawn in the name of testing. When the doctor was repeatedly asked why so much blood was required, the doctor only replied that it was required, that it was actually not required. But the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also injected with some unknown substances in the name of medical tests. Several times blood was withdrawn. Only a single report is annexed, though, in the charge sheet. This report was seen by the court, and this fact is even recorded in the Supreme Court order. There is no account of what was done with the excessive blood that was withdrawn. The police told the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism that the excessive withdrawal would stop if he confessed to the false charges. The records of the second test in 26 April 2010, although reported in the media, were never made part of the charge sheet that was submitted to the court. The police, having destroyed these records, lied to courts that they never performed any potency tests on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The police repeated these needless, inhumane tests just in order to torture and assassinate the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism once again in 2014. One can see here the cells in which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was confined for 53 days were in absolutely unhygienic, visibly inhuman conditions. The floor actually in the rest of those 40 plus days that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had to be kept in illegal custody was filled with green algae and mold, with stagnant yellow urine water leaking from the sanitary installations from the adjacent cell and attracting mosquitoes. The walls were completely oily with an unknown pungent substance. His cell had no light, fan, or proper ventilation system to let in the fresh air. Eyewitnesses told the disciples that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was often experiencing breathing issues, but no medical support was provided. When the disciples requested for the change of cell, the prison officials told, "This is a palace for the dog who will die in another few days." That was the real intention which they had, to assassinate him in police custody. All this was done to both attempt to assassinate in custody as well as extort false confession and forced self-incrimination, which by its very nature is just illegal and inhuman.
The disciples begged the police to allow them to clean the prison cell but the officers would neither have prison staff nor the disciples clean it. As a Hindu monk and the leader of 2 billion Hindus worldwide, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, as per principles of Hinduism, lives the vow of inner and outer cleanliness, which is publicly related, especially to break the spirit of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the Adi Shaivite minority community and the core disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Susanna Serkin, who is the Director of International Police and Partnerships, a physician for human rights, she says, torture is by intention secret. Governments deny it. We have all the laws that make it a crime. And so, at least one thing that we have accomplished is that most governments do not want to admit that they have done it. Sustained injury. So the CID would allow the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to leave the cell only for interrogation. The restroom was far away from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's cell and he wasn't allowed to go when he needed to, which caused deterioration in his health over the 8 days of police custody. There were no charges against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. There were no victims. There was not even a cogent false charge that the police had finalized to force him to falsely accept. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was subjected to inhumane treatment with a sadist, inexplicable motive in
There
no
were no
connection
charges against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. There were
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Sorry for the technical glitch. In terms of sustained injury and effect, the lethal injections to both attempt to assassinate as well as slow poison, extreme weakness, damage to internal organs, and exposure to carcinogenic substances, dizziness, impaired vision, inability to relate with people, inability to stand, chest pain, traumatic, intolerable pain, traumatic tiredness, feeling of death, forced fatigue, psychological trauma, organ damage due to sleep deprivation. The cells in which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was confined for 53 days was absolutely unhygienic, visibly inhumane conditions. The floor was filled with green algae and mold, with stagnant yellow urine water leaking from the sanitary installations from the adjacent cells and attracting the mosquitoes. The walls were completely oily with unknown pungent substance. The cell had no light, no fan or proper ventilation system to let the fresh air. The eyewitness told the disciples that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was often experiencing breathing issues and no medical support was provided. All this was done to both attempt to assassinate in custody as well as to extort the false confession and forced self-incrimination. The disciples literally begged the police to allow them to clean the prison cell, but the officers would neither have prison staff nor the disciples to clean it. As the Hindu monk and a leader of 2 billion Hindus worldwide, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, as per the principles of Hinduism, lives the vow of inner and outer cleanliness, which was purposefully violated, especially to break the spirit of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the community and the core disciples of Swamiji. Now, let us look into how the CID literally tortured during the interrogation. They would allow the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to leave the cell only for interrogation. The restroom was far away from his cell and he wasn't allowed to go when he needed to, which caused deterioration in his health, obviously, over the 8 days of police custody. There were no charges against him, no victims. There was not even a cogent false case that the police had finalized to force him to falsely accept. Swamiji was subjected to inhumane treatment with a sadist, inexplicable motive in no connection to aid the investigation. In a case of both downward internal displacement and external displacement of responsibility and trivialization, the CID for enhanced interrogation created a special cell which was on record ordered to install real harsh lighting and give a freaky Matrix movie-like effect in the work order issued to a company. So here is the work order. It clearly says that the most interrogation rooms are small and consist of nothing but a chair and maybe a table. Make the lighting really harsh and make the room really dark, unless you're going to go for a freaky effect like in the Matrix. This is from a CID administrative officer. The room was created for the single purpose of interrogating Swamiji and was never used again. The cell was fitted with special CCTV cameras, the footage of which was given to media, which aired this video and published it on their websites. The footage had no video, as most CCTV cameras record only video. The channel on their own added their own audio and subtitles. This entire media report was false and supported the unfair trial against Swamiji. Without any remorse, the channels maintained their stand and to date continue to host this video on their websites. Even several court orders stopped media houses from aiding unfair trials against Swamiji. So far, what we have seen is the selfless contributions of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism just in the field of Anadan, just in the wing of Anadan, how much he has contributed tirelessly from day one till now. And in the second segment, we saw how, despite his enormous humanitarian activities, and the supreme contribution in the field of Hinduism, the anti-Hindu forces, how they attacked with the help of state. How did they torture Swamiji in the name of illegal imprisonment? Despite all of this, Swamiji simply contributed. He only made himself available more and more for the humanity in all possible ways. In every way, every single possible way, he only contributed more and more. So even if the captain of the ship is not there, the ship is there. That is the grace and compassion of Devi Parashakti. When she opened the Adi Kailasa, the spiritual enlightenment ecosystem that was brutally vandalized and destroyed by the anti-Hindu forces several times, despite the fact that the anti-Hindu elements continuously destroyed this ecosystem, multiple times they've attacked this ecosystem, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has only this beautiful grace and compassion that he opened up the same ecosystem to the entire humanity for them to get benefited. So if you are one such person out there thinking about how you're going to save your life, especially on this ongoing pandemic where the medical infrastructure is struggling to meet the ends, you are welcome to Swamiji's COVID Care Protection Centers, Kailasa's COVID Care Protection Centers. You're welcome to Adi Kailasa. You can register in kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. Before we go to the glimpses of what's happening in these COVID centers, let's have a short break.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnation is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnation, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Yes, welcome back. A number of free COVID care centers are opened in the de facto spiritual embassies of Kailasa in across India. So we have Adi Kailasa in Biridi, Bangalore, followed by Salem Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Thiruvannamalai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Rajapalayam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Puduvai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Pattanam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Sirhapadi Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Sripuram Adinam in Hyderabad, Madurai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Avattipalayam Erode in Tamil Nadu, Hosur Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Baroda Adinam in Gujarat.